All right, let's talk about a skill that can literally change your entire life. Communication. You know, in a world where we're all connected online but maybe feel more alone than ever, being able to truly express yourself with confidence, well, that's a genuine superpower. And I think you'll be surprised just how valuable that superpower really is.
Okay, wow, that is a pretty bold statement, right? But think about it. In our generation, it really hits on a powerful truth. Being able to communicate well has become this incredibly attractive, super valuable trait. And not just in dating, but I mean in every single part of your life.
And here's a number that just blows my mind. If you can just learn to communicate with confidence, you immediately jump ahead of 90% of your peers. Just let that sink in, 90%. That's a huge advantage, and it's not even about what you know yet. It's just about how you say it. And this isn't just some vague idea. It's backed by real data. People who are better communicators get better job offers, period. They earn more money. And yep, they tend to attract higher quality partners. It's a skill that just keeps paying you back over and over again.
Let's just think about this in simple economic terms, like supply and demand. Right now, there is a massive demand for people who can communicate well. But the supply, especially for people under 25, it's really, really low. And you know what that means? It means there's a huge opportunity. You don't have to be some world-class perfect speaker. You just have to be good enough to stand out from the crowd.
So, if the benefits are so clear, why do so many of us struggle with this? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. The main thing holding you back from being a great communicator, it's probably not a lack of natural talent. It's something else hiding under the surface.
To really get this, check out this personal story from our source. At 12 years old, he was the school captain, super confident, a great speaker, just a natural. But then, only a few months later, this one thing happens with a girlfriend and a friend, and it sparks this intense jealousy and insecurity in him. And that single moment, it led to years of anxiety that just completely tanked his ability to communicate. So what's the lesson here? The skill, the raw ability, it was always there. It just got buried.
So what is the real problem then? If he always had the ability to speak, what was actually getting in the way? This question brings us to the most important idea in this whole explainer.
Okay, I want you to think about your communication skills like a plumbing system. It sounds a little weird, I know, but it's a super powerful way to visualize what's happening inside our heads when we try to talk to people. So first off, you have the pipe itself. This is your basic, built-in ability to make words and string sentences together. Everybody has this pipe. It's the hardware you were born with. It's good to go. But then you've got the gunk. And this, my friends, is the real problem. The gunk is all that internal junk, the anxiety, the fear of being judged, the insecurity that you're not smart enough or funny enough. It's all that emotional sludge that builds up and clogs your pipe. And finally, you have the water. The water is your actual communication, the quality of your thoughts, your ideas, your personality. Now think about it. If your pipe is all clogged up with that gunk, how is the water supposed to get through? It can only trickle out, right? Your great ideas get stuck. The problem isn't the water. It's the blockage.
So before we even start talking about speaking techniques or anything like that, the very first step is to start clearing that blockage. And that starts with being really honest with yourself. You have to ask, why do I feel this way? What am I actually afraid of? Finding the root cause of your personal gunk is absolutely step one.
Okay, so while you're doing that important inner work of clearing out the gunk, you can also start improving the quality of the water itself. Let's get into 4 really practical things you can do to make your communication flow stronger and clearer starting today.
We've got a 4-part toolkit here. First, mastering your intention. Second, the simple, powerful habit of reading more books. Third, improving how you feel about your own appearance. And fourth, and this one is the big one, the practice of speaking on camera. All right, first up, intention. Your intention is what creates the tension, or lack of it, in any conversation. If you walk in just seeking validation, trying to get them to like you, trying to impress them, you create all this pressure and anxiety. That's just adding more gunk to the pipe. But if you switch your intention to simply connecting, to just being curious and learning about the other person, all that pressure just melts away. The conversation just flows.
Number 2, read more books. Seriously, this is like a cheat code for improving your water quality. For one, it grows your vocabulary. Try highlighting just 1 or 2 new words every day. But also, as you're reading, your brain is mentally rehearsing all these well-formed, sophisticated sentences, so you're gaining knowledge for your future self and becoming a better speaker all at the same time. It's a total win-win.
Third, improve how you feel about how you look. Now hold on, this isn't about looking like some Instagram model. This is about feeling confident in your own skin, because that feeling helps clear out that insecurity gunk. When you feel good about yourself, you just express yourself more freely. Simple stuff, like wearing clothes that actually fit you well, getting a good haircut, sleeping enough, and eating clean, it can make a massive difference in your internal confidence.
And that brings us to number 4. This is, without a doubt, the single most effective practice you can do. If you want to get better at speaking, you have to practice speaking. It's how you flush the entire system. And the easiest, lowest pressure way to do that is by speaking to a camera. I love this quote because it just makes it sound so simple and doable. Just yap to the camera. That's it. For 5, maybe 10 minutes a day, pull out your phone and use it like a private video journal. Talk about your day, what you're thinking about, what your goals are. You're getting the reps in, practicing the mechanics of speaking, and getting comfortable just expressing yourself, all with zero judgment.
So there you have it. The path forward is pretty clear, right? You start by figuring out what gunk is holding you back, and at the exact same time, you start doing these simple practices that improve your water flow. It's a powerful 1-2 punch that tackles both your inner mindset and your outer skill.
And that just leaves us with one final, very important question. The theory is over. It's time to actually do something. So, what is the very first thing you're going to yap to your camera about after